Now, Earl had a meltdown last week where he tried to choke out a microphone.
Yes,
and
that did happen.
I ended up having a long meeting today with Jim McClure and Jack Vaughn about it. That went on for half an hour because I was trying to tell them what happened and then find the video online to show it to them.
Sure.
Earl, did you get that book that you were supposed to get from me today?
No, I did not.
It's not going to come in today?
As far as I know, no.
Here's the thing. I can't take guests and they say, here, read a book in 12 hours. And I don't like to have a guest in who has a book out that I haven't read. You know what I say? Take that murder to bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 24-hour party.
People.
That's going to be my new karaoke jam. I'm getting rid of You Give Love a Bad Name.
We're tired of hearing that anyway. I mean, I'm worried less people are going to sing along to this one, but just me and Chris. 24-hour party people.
Just jump on stage and dance next to me while I'm doing karaoke. That guy's great. And he was before the Boss Tones guys, so.
Right, hype man.
Ska fucking rips shit off. Now, Earl, you and Chris had that falling out last week. Did you guys have a chance to shake hands?
No, not really, because Earl's delusional about what happens.
No harm, no foul. Is that the way you feel, Earl?
See, unlike Chris, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones, put it behind us.
Maybe that's because no one hit you with a microphone.
I didn't. Well, I took it out on the microphone as opposed to a person.
There was nothing to fucking take out.
You have promised us that you would not hurt the equipment anymore. You've promised us.
Yes, I did. But
here's what's going to happen. I'm going to have to move you away from the microphones if you keep doing that.
Understood. And point taken, and it will not happen again.
Well, you said that last time.
But also, Earl, you say you black out and go to another place, so it sounds like something you can't control.
Blackout is a racial thing. You wouldn't understand, Chris, because you're fucking.
Feel free to call him out on
You're
that.
the palest motherfucker I've ever seen in my life.
But no, Earl said he
He got
talked.
sunburned next to a popcorn machine. Put that on Ronnie B. quotes, motherfuckers. Goodbye.
Earl claimed he talked when Ron, you were on the Joker's cruise, and it was just Gail, myself, Vito, and Earl.
Look, here's the thing. Earl's a misogynist, and he's not going to sit and talk to a white woman. Am I right with that, Earl?
Was that the issue?
No, that was not the issue. I'll talk to anybody, and I want to correct
Not anybody. But.
I want to correct Chris, and I corrected myself when I said maybe, and I said, of course, and I threw out the number 30 minutes.
Yeah, I never completed what I was saying because you interrupted me.
Yeah, you're doing it now. You're interrupting me now.
You're the one who interrupted me, Dick.
I'm trying to finish. Let me finish, please.
You interrupted me. You're gaslighting me now.
Crazy. I feel like I'm going crazy.
The exact same argument. You said you talked for 30 minutes.
I said maybe, and then I said
no, you didn't. You said at the most or something.
Yeah.
He said conservatively 20 minutes.
And what did I say after that?
Conservatively,
what did I say?
Oh,
I said I misspoke, and I corrected myself. I said I misspoke when I said 30 minutes because I knew it wasn't 30 minutes.
So what is it?
Maybe, I don't know, 15? I don't know.
15 over the course of a week?
No, I honestly don't know.
That would have to mean, we do 3 hours a day here.
Yeah.
That would mean that you were talking to her 5 minutes a day. It's not exactly, helping the fucking missing link. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I had given a pep talk to my guys, and I was like, look, Ron isn't here, so this is like everybody's got to be there to support each other. And I said, I don't know if you guys are fans of the Netflix show Cheers.
We didn't know what you were talking about.
But it is, I said, don't treat me like Sherbs, okay? Don't drop me. I don't want to be at the top of the pyramid, and you guys drop me.
Here's the thing. If we're going to quote Cheers, treat her like she's Sam Mayday Malone.
Oh, wait. I made that plural. It's just Cheer. Cheers is also a great show.
Make my way through the world today. Takes everything you got.
Don't treat me like Sherbs. Don't drop me at the top of the pyramid.
She got dropped, huh?
She got dropped big time.
I'm afraid of that.
It was really a gruesome moment, to see a tiny girl drop to the top of the pyramid.
I was watching some gymnastics stuff today. The girl, it made something on Sports Center, like the top 10 or whatever. But I'm like, why is gymnastics so much better to watch girls do than guys?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The guys just have upper body strength,
Right,
but there's very
exactly.
little grace.
Yeah. On cheer, the guys are the stunters. So they're just kind of there as pillars of support.
Sure.
They're flipping the girls who are doing the
cool stuff.
The cool stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones to watch.
So, Earl, you've changed it to 15 minutes.
Yes, because again, I didn't put a stopwatch on it, and I don't.
I understand. That's why we're saying how much.
Yeah, and
Did you do?
And again, it's a guess. I really
Okay,
don't
look,
know.
here's my guess. I talk 12 hours a week. That's it. That's my guess.
Yeah.
It's a solid guess.
Yeah. I've never tapped out and just like, oh, I don't know where the conversation went. I was drinking my coffee, you know? And I love my coffee, Earl. Thank you very much.
I'm going to give myself slightly less of that in case a sport comes up. Then I do have to back down a little bit.
Look, I don't know anything every week about Dish, and I just
know.
try to throw in a joke.
Look, I didn't know anything about boxing, but can I talk about blood licking? Yes, I can.
Yeah, exactly. There's always something we can talk about.
Right.
You don't know baseball, but you're like, hey, I see the Philly Fanatic down in the feather.
He keeps me in. He keeps me interested.
Seriously, if there's anyone I could beat to death, it's the Philly Fanatic.
You think he's worse than what is it, the new guy Grimes or something?
I like Grimy better.
Grimey's fun.
Hey,
It can't
Grimy.
be grimy, is it?
Yeah. So grimy.
A gritty.
Gritty. I like Grimes better. Yeah.
Is he a dog?
I don't know what he is.
He's just a Muppet.
You can't be just a Muppet.
That's where the fanatic has a problem. What is he?
We went past the Muppet Studios every day. It's right in
man.
the same neighborhood as Sirius. Here's another thing I didn't show you guys. The Sirius building has more parking levels than they do working levels.
What?
That's bizarre.
Every single person has their car.
That's really
There's
weird.
never been a second person in a car in Los Angeles.
That's horrific.
Even the homeless people have cars. They rent garage space. Earl,
Yes,
where's Vito at?
it's right here.
Tell Vito to take over. You come in here. Let's keep the flow going. Earl brought me my Joe today.
It's good.
Goodbye,
Did you miss
Joe. Yeah, I miss fucking East Coast coffee. Oh man, I love my East Coast.
I'm glad you can have it again.
I want you in. I want to be able to leave here without you guys fighting.
And you know me, I don't want to fight anybody.
It seems like you do. It seems like you want to fight me.
I used to know these girls in my neighborhood, and their mom said, "I'm afraid to go away. I'm petrified that one of them is going to murder the other one."
God.
That's how bad they fought. Now, one of those girls you know very well. Crazy for any next one.
Oh my God,
Her
you're kidding
mom,
me.
yeah. Her mom worried that those two were going to kill each other. Didn't worry so much about Anna. She was easygoing. So, you see what I'm saying? I can't be out of town. You know what I mean? And the word I got, you had no respect for anybody when I was out of town.
That's 100% not true. Oh, that's I'm
did you-
hurt by that inference.
Did you see the video that was taken of you and the way you were acting? That was physically intimidating, and it was violent and out of control.
But can I tell you something?
Yes, Ron.
To me, Earl's the most gentle soul that I probably know.
Yeah.
Earl has the disposition of a farmer. You know what I mean?
Good heart, good nature.
Good in nature, trying to make everything grow.
Yeah.
That's the exterior. On the inside is psychotic rage.
It's like it takes me a long
Can
time
I-
to get really worked up and angry.
Can
Like,
I tell you something? Don't you feel like a farmer? And what plant would it be?
I would-
You got two choices: tobacco or cotton. Tobacco. He just goes tobacco. I'll go tobacco. I like to dry things out.
No, it's funny you said that when my grandfather was a cotton farmer.
What a shock, Earl, in the United States of America.
Earl, I just don't know why. Like at the end of the conversation after your freak out, you were still at 30 minutes. Now, a week later, you're saying 15.
Again. Oh, God. Oh, one more time. I said I misspoke.
Earl, first
I
of all,
made a
settle
mistake.
down. You seem like you're ready to kill him.
No, I'm not ready to kill anybody.
I don't want any acts of aggression. You can speak your mind for sure, but just no acts of aggression.
I'll tell you right now, and I learned this during the Harvey Weinstein trial. Mm-hmm. Rape is more of an aggressive thing than it is sexual. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's assault, really.
Yeah.
Assault with a cock.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
So
try
don't
and
do
rape
that.
me.
I do
I
not
always
want-
say this: don't assault me, Pepper.
Good. It's a good way to remember it.
Yeah, it is. I always use those kind of things, those little games for myself. That's why I never forget a name, Debbie. No, you're not Debbie.
Oh no,
Gail. All right. So 15 minutes.
Okay, say maybe 15 tops. If I had
Tops.
you said 30
Nobody says
conservatively.
Yes. You're.
I mean,
Can I
'cause
tell you
can't-
something? If this was the story of a missing child, you would be. You've changed your story
I
so
changed my
many
story 'cause I
times.
don't know.
But that's what a kid killer would say.
I honestly don't know. Okay, I'll throw a number out. 4 minutes.
Why?
All
All right, can I just tell you this then? By saying 4 minutes, it means that you didn't give in to the show when I was gone. Now,
I'm just
Earl,
trying to.
I'm on a boat
Mm-hmm.
in the middle of the fucking Caribbean. Why would you speak 4 minutes over a week? Why?
You're on a boat and I'm at the top of the pyramid trying to lock my knees.
Yeah. All right, you're back to cheer again. Okay?
You guys really should watch it. It's great.
Earl, I'm wasting away in Margaritaville. By the way, do you know what I ate in the Bahamas? What would you guess?
A lot of fruit.
Not a fruit. What am I? Do you think I washed up on shore there? Do you
Is he
think
a
I showed
howler
up with
monkey
a wallet full
or
of
is he a
cash?
man?
Steak and lobster? I don't know.
Steak and lobster. By the way, I did have that one night on the boat, though.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Tiniest surf and turf I've ever seen in my life.
That's disappointing.
It was really a crawdad that you were giving.
What, I mean, these were two petite things. Chris?
Yes, Ron.
He said 30 minutes.
Yes.
He's been backtracking.
Yes.
Because you know that he went. You tell us now up to 4 minutes. You're finally admitting
No,
it when I tell you
don't
we
know.
found the knife. We found the knife.
Oh, that knife. Yeah.
That one I put my fingerprints on when I was stabbing the body. So you know that he did the work. You know what this is about.
For one thing, he always has it out for me anyway.
That's not what we're talking about.
I don't have it out for you, but when you say crazy lies and delusional bullshit, it needs to be addressed. That's all.
Oh my God! Or you just
Earl?
knocked the mic
I hit
over.
that was a pure accident.
Yeah, but that's
Are
from
you blacked
swinging
out
your
right
hands
now?
around. You know why my fucking
That was a complete accident. It hit the cord flipped over.
no, Earl? It hit your arm.
Because you
My
planned.
arm's not that long.
We're
I'm
all
just
in
saying.
here together.
Earl.
None of us knock a mic over. It's impossible unless
an
you're swinging
accident.
your arms around.
All right, hold on.
But why are your arms swinging?
No, I'm just doing one of these. I'm throwing my hands up.
You're using your physicality to deal
I'm not doing
with an
physicality.
intellectual.
I don't want to hurt any. I want to make this. I want to go on the record 100% clear. I do not want to hurt anyone.
Can I tell you? You were
sounds bad.
100% clear when you said you did 30 minutes, which, by the way, would give you 10 minutes a day out of the 9 hours that you were asked for.
And after I said it, I corrected myself.
But
I said
listen
I
to me
missed-
first of all, before you did that. Even your highest number would have been 10 minutes out of 3 hours per day. That I would have come back and go, Earl, why weren't you there for Gail? Is it misogyny?
No.
Is it racism?
No.
I think it's a little strange that anyone would ever have to publicly go on record that they don't want to hurt anybody.
It's ridiculous.
You're trying to make me
Yeah,
look
you
like
know
a
who said
maniac.
that? Manson. Manson said that.
It's like, are we going to need to pull that at some point? Because
Yes.
that's scary.
And then on February, Earl Douglas made the bizarre statement, I don't want to hurt anyone. 48 hours, Chris Stanley was about to find out that that was another lie.
Earl, don't attack me physically.
Can I tell you something, Earl? I worry about Chris's heart. Mm-hmm. And I worry that you're going to start smashing his face and his heart's going to give out.
Yeah.
Plus, he still has that bad shoulder and bum knee.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fucking falling apart here. I can't take an assault. It's terrible.
You're far too young for your body to give out.
I know. This doesn't make any sense, Ron.
Blade Runners last longer than you.
So, Earl, you gotta fucking chill out, bro.
I generally do chill out, but when I'm pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed,
But you're not pushed. I just pointed out something that you refused to say was a lie.
When you interrupt, and that's probably the one thing that drives me absolutely batshit crazy.
I feel like I'm in couples counseling, but I'm also the counselor and part of the couple.
One of the things is I hate when I'm asked something, and then when I start to answer it, I get cut off, and then it drives me crazy.
What is it that you would like to say? And I promise you will not be cut off.
So I would like to say again, I misspoke about the length. I'm sorry I did not speak long enough and open enough.
You're not telling me 4 minutes over 3 days. A little more than a minute a day. That's what you're telling me.
Whatever the number is.
No, I'm asking you, man to man. And you're coming back and telling me a little over a minute a day. Let's suppose I said, hey, I want you to check on my house while I'm gone. And you go, yeah, I did it for a minute. And then I left. I don't know what happened. The other 23 hours and 59 minutes. Wouldn't that be bizarre?
That would not be adequate and not be appropriate. It would be wrong. 100% wrong. And
yet you fought and squeezed the fucking microphone because you weren't being heard. You felt, and what you were defending was false.
I kept getting cut off, and I got upset. And it always upsets me when someone asks me something. I try to answer it as best
of course not. You said 30 minutes. So that was far from the best that you could do. And you're now saying, now that the murder weapon has been found, 4 minutes.
And I said then, and I said now that the 30 minutes was incorrect. I misspoke on that. I did say that. And every time I tried to
Vito was in Los Angeles at the time. And I know that you dislike Chris Stanley with everything that you
I fucking hate Chris.
Right.
Understandably so.
Is Earl telling the truth?
No, Earl said 30 minutes conservatively. He didn't say, no, I was wrong about 30 minutes. Earl, you are interrupting me.
It's true, Earl. You are interrupting. And for once, you're interrupting the truth.
30 minutes conservatively is what he said. We all heard him. I had both my headphones on when he said it.
And conservatively means that at least
I'll just say this.
He did 30 minutes.
And one more time. And then I said, when you pointed out the conservative part, I said, I misspoke on that line. I was wrong there.
Who cares? Now you're changing it to 4 minutes. Earl, would you be surprised if you've once again overshot at 4 minutes?
The way the last couple of days have been going for me right now, nothing would shock me at this point.
So you're a victim.
I'm not a victim.
Instead of a guy who didn't stand up.
Again, I don't have a clock in my head. I don't know, and I'm not putting a stopwatch on how long I speak. I didn't jump.
Chris?
Yes, Ron.
What's the actual time?
The actual time that Earl spoke over those 3 shows was 1 minute and 59 seconds.
1 minute and 59 seconds.
It's
about 30 seconds a day.
Yeah.
To a 3-hour show.
I have everything he said if you wanted to listen to it.
I got time.
It's all I have context. But.
I got the time.
All right, so here's Earl's 2 minutes over 3 days.
Fuck yeah, I fuck with corn.
Stop.
I was trying to. I said,
Micah.
your hair just needed a little tussle.
I
That's
don't
all.
need any
It was over your face, and I was just saying, hey, yes,
Chris.
yeah.
Chris
I was just like, it was just friendly advice. You know, I was just looking
He's your
out
friend,
for you,
dude.
I always
He
look
just
out for you.
did.
Well, I keep striking out. That too. Yeah, just like I tried the apps thing, and it just didn't work out. It just did. I like someone, obviously smart, intelligent, sexy, funny, anything that any other average guy would want. The response blew me away. I was so shocked. I think what was the first day you told me, Chris, was like 60? I've said it a million times. At this stage, I don't care what color they are. I really don't.
Earl.
And
yes, there were a lot of white women on it. I can't help that. They made the choice, not me.
No.
I went. How many? At one point, I went on 6 dates in 7 days, or something like that. It was just be cool, be funny, be energetic. Oh, I'm totally an ass man. Kind. Just be a nice person. Kindness. $10 being. We want to be with someone mean as a snake? No. I like a girl with shape. I like a curvy girl. Shape. Right.
That's your
well
thing.
proportioned. Let's just say that. Yeah, we'll go with the thick. Let's go thick. Very attractive. Yeah. And the confidence is just off the charts. Confidence. No, not even. It wasn't even worried. It was more like it was like really like socio-political things. Not even that. She's like, well, what do you think? Like, it was something like blacks' relationships with something. I can't even remember. I'm just sitting there going like, what the? It felt like social studies. I felt like a social studies experiment. Yeah, it was a very, very, very socio-political, and I'm just kind of like, no, I did not.
That surprised you, Earl?
It surprised me. Obviously, I was asked questions, and we were going back and forth.
But why would you have to be asked questions?
Because again, when I was answering a question, someone kept. Never mind.
Who's someone? Chris?
Was it me?
Can I just say something I was surprised about?
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how quickly the audio we were at Friday. So I would say a good maybe 15, 20 seconds in, I was like, well, this is Friday's show. That's how short the first 2 days were. Mm-hmm. And then I remember consciously being like, I feel like he hasn't jumped in a lot, so I was dragging him into that conversation.
You were asking me questions. I tried to answer them as best as I could.
Oh, you did. You definitely answered them.
Well, you bring the funny, I'll tell you that. You went for the joke, and that's the most important thing in this business. That's our 4-point shot. Not even a 3-point. 4-point. The line behind the line. Well, Chris?
Yes, Ron.
Would you like to apologize for interrupting him in his 2 minutes?
I feel like, I'm just going to say this, that I'm not going to apologize for anything. I think Earl just uses me as a scapegoat for all of his problems.
There's only one answer.
What's
That's
that?
corporate retreat.
That's a good idea.
Now, Tim Tebow said that he'd rather be known for stopping abortions than winning Super Bowls.
Okay.
And at this point, I think he is.
Yeah.
Since he's won 0 Super Bowls. And I doubt very much he's ever stopped an abortion.
I mean, to be fair, I honestly, the thing I know him first and foremost is just the act of kneeling.
Yeah.
So, he was already half there.
You're not known for his Super Bowls at all.
No. He's a strange man.
Did they ever get to the bottom of the homeless guy found hanging from a tree in Central Park? Because that made me nervous. Like, what was it, American Psycho or some kind of weird lynching, like a gang lynching
really
somebody?
Freaked me out.
Anything new, Chris?
No, nothing new. There's
Nothing
no update
today?
on the story,
Something
no.
similar happened once in a park in Brooklyn, in Prospect Park. And this was like a couple years ago. And it was on a walk that I would go every morning with Birdie. And it was a couple hours, probably like 2-3 hours before my walk, somebody found him. But I was like, oh my God, if the timing was different, that could have been me.
That's terrifying.
Yeah. Same thing. Hanging from a tree in the middle of the park. Ugh. So creepy.
Yeah, there's something weird about that. Like the outside hang. I guess that has too much of a strange fruit connection. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like you literally think lynching.
Yeah.
Or like an Old West.
Yeah, like I think my assumption would immediately be someone did this to this person as opposed to a suicide. Suicide seems like something you do in your home when
Right.
it comes to hanging.
Of course, it's a homeless person.
Right. I guess.
But
That's the
then
ish.
you would think go off a bridge.
Train.
Yeah.
Throw yourself from a train.
I don't like that one.
Do you see the lady who was very disappointed in the train?
No.
This Asian lady, maybe Asian American. I gotta be careful. You know, we don't live in a cancel culture, but this is her seeing a train go by.
I'm so excited. Where's the train? Wait, I don't understand how come it's so long. Usually in the movie you almost die and you like having the train that is coming so fast, like pop, pop, pop.
That's the train. It's coming. It's right there.
Wait. So slow. No, man. Usually train is like
That's in the movies.
you don't die with this. Wait, that's not badass. You don't show this in movies, no?
This is not to kill people. It's
Stopped. And there's literally people in front of it. Wait, the guy literally ride the train. Oh yeah, you don't die with this.
All right, stop for a minute. First of all, she's cute as fuck.
It's so adorable.
But second of all, how do you make it to adulthood and not see a train? I don't care where you're from. You could be in fucking Nebraska. You're gonna see a train go by.
I like that she said, you don't die with this. And he's like, well, it's not meant to kill people. That's not the purpose of trains.
Also, that she does the pow pow pow, and that's like a Japanese thing for I don't know what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we would go like bam bam bam. You know,
Yeah.
they go pow pow pow. How much you think you talked today, Earl?
I don't know. 5 minutes. I don't know.
Is that including the 1 minute and 59
No.
seconds of your audio played?
You should take it to 7 then.
I think so. I think that counts.
So Harvey Weinstein in jail now, right? They're not
Yes.
going to bring him out?
No, yeah, they brought him straight to jail. The New York Post has a headline.
How the mighty has fallen, huh?
Yeah.
What did it say? Censored?
No, they changed it. It was at first Harvey Weinstein's rotting in prison right now.
Oh, he's not rotting yet.
Oh, they went straight to rotting.
I mean, if you look at him and his health, he doesn't seem like he's going to last long in prison.
No.
A guy like him honestly needs comforts. He's
Yeah.
lived his life in extreme comfort.
I will miss the updates from Dean Meminger of New York One. I really feel like he's been there every morning.
I didn't know that.
Dean Meminger has been on the scene every day, and he's usually like yelling something out at Harvey when he comes in. Like, you think there's going to be a verdict today? This is like, I don't know. Every day, Dean's there.
Harvey, did you see 1917?
It's always shit like,
Yeah.
like, that's what you did with that moment. By the way, Dean Meminger is a treasure. I would think he's a
Oh,
treasure.
yeah.
I'm
Was he
huge
wearing a
fan.
tux?
He should have been. His New Year's Eve tux that he loves to wear.
Chris, who's Cult Mom?
All right, so Cult Mom is this story I've been obsessed with the last couple of weeks.
Crazy about it.
This woman, she was originally from Idaho. She moved to Hawaii, and her 2 children haven't been seen since last September, a 17-year-old and a 7-year-old. She's
Wake me up when September ends.
So she's apparently married this dude who writes books about doomsday scenarios, and he's in a doomsday. They say she's in a doomsday cult, and that the children are gone, and she just finally got arrested after months of not showing up with her children.
There was also like specific reasons, like she wasn't behaving like a mom who.
Well, where
had
are
her
the kids?
The last thing they have a video for putting the kids' things into a storage locker in Idaho, and
But why wouldn't? Oh, so she went on the run from Johnny Law.
yeah,
So we don't know whether she sold her kids or killed her kids.
exactly.
And then also like, you know, there was video of her like hanging in Hawaii and doing
Yeah.
stuff after saying that her kids were missing and
Yeah.
admitting that her children were missing.
And she married this other doomsday cult guy in Hawaii, and her last husband was killed by her brother, and then her brother also got murdered, and I believe his last wife was also murdered.
Yeah, so something is up here.
And so they finally arrested this woman.
Put her next to Harvey Weinstein as far as I'm concerned.
Harvey, are you willing to share your cell with Cult Mom?
Say Harvey, Dean Messenger. What's his name?
Dean Meminger.
Dean Messenger here, Harvey.
By the way, no one on earth still talks like Dean Meminger. He's the last of a breed.
Now, Vito had a hero because Vito, you're a flat earther, And a guy, I believe he might even have been in the Flat Earth documentary, built his own rocket to shoot himself into the sky to see that Earth was indeed flat and was killed.
Oh, no, that's not good.
Sucks to see a hero go down like that.
And wasn't it a weird, like a steam-powered fucking... Was he in the documentary? I believe he was.
Oh, I don't know.
There was a guy building a rocket for the
There was somebody
documentary.
who wanted to go. I don't know if it's this one.
It has to be this guy because this guy, I remember seeing. Yeah, this guy was in the doc. This guy's been.
Where's he from? Is he a Cali guy or is he?
I'm gonna look up.
It looks like he's out in the desert somewhere.
Barstow.
Barstow.
Is this
He's got a Cali look, right?
Backcountry.
Is this the guy who built like a balloon chair thing also to see the atmosphere?
You can't ask us questions. You got to come in with answers.
Yeah.
I'll
Right.
have those.
It was a steam-powered, self-made.
I know it was
rocket.
like a weird thing.
He's a
You don't-
steampunk.
You don't need to steam power a rocket. You can take a fucking plane up in the air.
Yeah, that would be the thing to do. This poor bastard.
Now, even when I was out in the Caribbean, you could look at the horizon and watch a boat go over the horizon.
That makes sense. There's the proof.
Yeah.
When I was in the plane the other day, I was-
Aeroplane?
The aeroplane.
Music is my aeroplane.
Oh, cool.
It's my
Aeroplane. Pleasures back with pain.
I was looking at the rock formations and I was looking at the mountains, and I didn't see any curve that people like to brag about.
What do you mean brag?
It's just science.
I just want to clear this up. We're not bragging.
It sounds like you guys are pretty.
Hey, did you see the cool curve in the Look, let me fucking tell you something. You weren't looking out the window because you walked up to super first class where I was, and then while I'm eating my steak and sweet potato, you go like this. All I got was a fucking cookie. I go, you're not ruining. You're not ruining this meal for me.
Come on, Vito.
It was a decent cookie. It had like maple syrup in it.
You know what I said to him? That's all we need, some good steak. That's what we need to get our health back. I'm getting my son some steak. I'm taking care of my boy.
Good dad.
Another story this fucker tried to send in, Vito, is that they found a wall built under the ocean that goes all the way around the world.
Oh, what the fuck?
Now, here's the thing. Do you know what website you got that off of, Vito?
CNN probably.
No. Wasn't 60 Minutes, wasn't CNN, wasn't Fox, wasn't any of what I would call big news organizations. And none of them are covering it. I have Fox up right now. I have CNN and MSNBC. And I'm not seeing, was the underwater wall built by aliens?
You're full of shit, Vito.
By the way, Vito gets called full of shit. He's not freaking out. He's not screaming that you're interrupting me. He realizes that he's on a what, Earl?
Radio show.
Yeah, a radio show.
A flat Earth.
He doesn't fucking start screaming, God damn it, Chris, you interrupted me.
Again, there is a wall underneath the ocean.
And I think I said he was a dummy or whatever a second ago. He knows I don't mean it. He knows we're doing what?
A radio show.
Do you know if we're doing a...
Radio show.
Do you know if we...
Yes.
So why do you act differently? Why do you act like you're in court?
I do feel like I'm being interrogated sometimes.
You feel like you are. What you are being is the fact that if you're not interrogated, we get 2 minutes out of you for an entire week.
Yeah. And I did feel like I was interrogating you, which is why I dropped out of that conversation because I felt like I didn't want to put you on the spot.
There's a Johnny on the spot, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's so cute.
She's like a little elfin queen.
She is.
What's the website Vito got that from? Was ancientcode.
Thank you, Chris.
Code.com.
Then he sends it to us as if,
Find this.
as if he was like, fuck you. I told you guys. First of all, you didn't tell us that there was a wall underwater. You wanted to build a wall around the Arctic fucking Circle
Yes.
to hold the ice there.
Ancient Code is a trusted website read by many.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, dude.
It's ancient-code.com, which makes it
Let him
worse.
finish!
Thank you, Ron. Only the best websites can use dashes and .orgs and such things. Maybe a .inc. I don't know. This website is too legit, and you guys are just
To
hating.
quit?
Yeah.
Too legit.
Too legit to quit.
All right, Earl, I'm going to drag you into this. Do you believe that there's an underwater wall built around?
Absolutely not. It's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Really? And you believe in Noah's Ark?
Noah's Ark, well, it's at least plausible. This is
What? How would it be plausible that you got 2 of every animal and put them into a boat?
On the entire planet.
Also, is this pre or post dinosaur?
They didn't even have levels.
Is there like 2 T-Rex on there?
That'd be cool.
Well, I mean, again, there's things I can't explain, but I think Noah's
the
Ark, you
Bible.
can build the Ark. I
No,
mean,
you
they
can't.
built one.
Now, who
Say
built
that.
one?
I think I can't remember, someone attempted to
Noah.
build.
The name would be Noah.
No,
Yeah.
someone
attempted to do
recently tried to rebuild
Ron,
the Ark. I
The
can't
ark,
remember-
and that would fit every
I
2
can't-
of
I can't
every
remember-
animal.
I can't remember.
By the way,
when
do you
it-
realize if they had 2 of every bug, it would sink an ark?
Yeah.
Do you know what the tonnage of bugs in this fucking...
It's disgusting, to be totally honest.
Do you think God's going to go like this? Now, Noah, don't forget, I want all the bugs, too. And I want the North American animals there, as well as the South America. Oh, you never heard of 2 of them? You never heard of either one of those continents?
By the way, in your mind, does the ark have like enclosures? Like, does each one have to have like an individual pen, or are they just like hanging out with each other peacefully? How do you see it in your mind?
I would. I guess it would have enclosures, but again, I'm not an interior designer.
Well, then why do you say that you believe in it?
Interior designer.
Look, I want to do something with this ark. I want this ark to be spiffy.
And tell me if I'm crazy, and this is a bit of a throwback, but smoked glass. Smoked glass. It really creates a mood.
Ron, you were on a cruise ship. How long do you think that cruise ship took to build? And we have modern technology.
The cruise ship, which has thousands of people, not millions and millions of animals, but was probably $1 billion cruise ship.
Yeah.
That's how much these things cost now.
What amenities does your ark have, Earl?
Yeah, I can tell you. I mean, again, and I've gone on record before saying there was things in the New Testament I really had questions about. Questions.
That's
you
old.
just-
was the Old
That's
Testament.
old.
Yeah.
That is I said the Old Testament.
You just
You
said,
said no.
You
I'm
said
sorry,
no.
excuse me. I meant the Old Testament.
And you said plausible like the ark just now. You said this was plausible. That's how this all started. on
because
the
again,
record.
someone tried to
All right,
recently
why are you
tried to.
getting mad? Everybody's
I'm-
happy here. Here's the main question. Where did the animals shit? Did they shit on the ark floor? Or were they forced to hold their asses over the side and shit down into the ocean?
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
And if they're shitting there, like, who's doing cleanup on like
Who's wiping their
billions
asses?
of animals?
Yeah, Noah's not going to be able to fucking handle this all by himself.
How many species are there on Earth?
I'm going to look that up.
I'm gonna say it's ballpark around the same as this time period.
I think there's 15 different species.
Really?
Oh, hold on. In the North America alone. 15.
8.7 million species.
That's
of
a lot.
animal.
That would be over 17 million species he would have to put
Yeah.
together.
Doing 2 genders
And
here.
by the way, I believe that one of those species was an ancient alien.
Were there fish on the boat, or did the fish just fend for themselves in the
No.
He had
water?
an aquarium.
Okay.
Make sure you collect 2 of each fish. Why? You're not even doing anything.
Well, probably freshwater.
I'm going to send them a drought later.
Also, another quick question: do you think that, like, in a circumstance of like dog, do they have to like put on like a Chihuahua,
Yeah,
a Yellow Lab,
definitely. All yeah.
Shih Tzu?
Yeah.
Like they had to go each individual.
They had to save everything, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Whoa. Keith in Pittsburgh. Interesting point, Keith.
Yeah, hey Bennington. So I have a question for Earl.
Go ahead.
Yes.
So okay, you have all these animals, 2 of everyone, and you have omnivores and carnivores. Then let's say once the water receded, the boat lands, there's nothing left on the earth, no animals. What are the carnivores going to eat? The other animals. So how could that possibly be? There's nothing, for the lions and tigers and everything else.
Bears.
So,
Oh my.
right?
Well, I think they
Bears.
probably
Right.
ate some cereal for a while.
Right. Yeah.
This is interesting. What do you think
So
about
anyway.
Keith's point? What did they eat if you only have, 2 of every species?
I've always summed it up as like maybe that's where the miracle happened, where things kind of just.
So then why do you have to build the boat then? You know what I mean? Like, why make him do all that work if the...
Why
if
not
you-
just make everything disappear except for
Yes,
2
exactly.
species of everything? Mm-hmm. It's going to take a miracle. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's where the miracle took place.
Definitely.
By the way, I'm also sending down some miracles. So that'd be surprise you. Each one will surprise you like a magic show. Well, guess what? Now I agree. There was a Noah's Ark.
Wow.
That turned you?
I did
convinced.
not. I think the logic of there was some miracles is what got to me.
No, I think Keith really... I was almost there, and then Keith brought up the carnivores, and I was out.
Here's
again.
what happened. There used to be 16 million species.
Oh, there you go.
Half of them were eaten.
I hate to tell you this, guys. We got to break one more time.
Good.
Bennington will be back.